Hello. Today is Tuesday, August 18th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to Bloomberg, India is urging domestic refiners to boost LPG production amid persistent uncertainty in the Strait of Hormuz, a situation that threatens global oil supply chains as major oil flows and trade routes face increasing risks. The Strait of Hormuz is a critical maritime choke point where about 20% of global oil passes, connecting Middle Eastern producers to world markets, and any disruption like conflict or heightened naval activity can quickly affect supply and prices. U.S. naval forces regularly patrol the strait to maintain freedom of navigation, especially as attempted vessel seizures by Iranian forces prompt heightened American intervention. On August 18, 2026, U.S. naval forces increased patrols after reports of these attempted seizures, potentially impacting tanker traffic, and oil prices spiked by 3% in Asian trading following U.S. statements about threats to Hormuz shipping lanes. Near-term volatility in oil prices is expected as markets react to instability between the U.S. and Iran. Sustained tension could force shippers to adapt routes or insurers to raise premiums, increasing transportation costs worldwide. There's potential for regional military escalation, supply disruptions, and the possibility that major energy-consuming countries accelerate diversification strategies or ramp up strategic stockpiling in response to ongoing risks. Next, we turn to changing military dynamics in the Asia-Pacific. The Associated Press reports that with President Trump redirecting the last U.S. aircraft carrier away from Asia toward the Middle East amid Iran tensions, regional security dynamics are shifting as China displays signs of increased aggression. The U.S. has maintained a substantial military footprint in the Asia-Pacific since World War II, with bases in Japan, South Korea, and Guam, while China has ramped up defense spending to $230 billion in 2022 and expanded its naval and missile capabilities. The area's strategic importance stems from major shipping lanes and flashpoints like the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait, so a repositioning of U.S. assets could alter the balance of power. As of August 18, 2026, the U.S. Navy announced the repositioning of two carrier strike groups to the Philippine Sea to counter Chinese maneuvers near Taiwan, and Australia confirmed joint naval exercises with the U.S., Japan, and South Korea to coordinate missile defense strategies in the Western Pacific. In the near term, shifting U.S. assets may provoke greater Chinese military activity around Taiwan and the South China Sea, raising risks of accidental escalation. The strengthening of military ties among U.S. allies could lead to new regional defense pacts and more frequent joint exercises. Medium term, China may accelerate investment in anti-access/area denial technology, potentially triggering an arms race in the Indo-Pacific and affecting economic stability. Now, let's move to the latest development in tech and AI infrastructure investment. TechCrunch reports that Stripe is set to acquire AI gateway startup OpenRouter for more than $7 billion, marking a major move for fintech and AI infrastructure. Stripe, founded by Patrick and John Collison in 2010, specializes in online payment infrastructure and now aims to strengthen its AI deployment capabilities as OpenRouter focuses on scalable infrastructure for generative AI. With global VC spending on AI platforms estimated at over $30 billion in 2026, this acquisition highlights the surge in investment in the sector. Stripe confirmed the acquisition on August 18, 2026, with plans for immediate integration, and representatives told Wired that the merged tech stack will accelerate Stripe's AI-powered payments and developer tools. Stripe's expanded AI infrastructure may lower costs and increase speed for enterprise clients deploying generative AI tools, while intensifying competition among AI infrastructure platforms, especially against Google Cloud AI and Microsoft Azure AI. In the short term, Stripe faces technical integration challenges, and medium-term outcomes could include new verticals and subscription offerings tied to AI model deployment. The deal is also likely to attract further VC and institutional investment into AI infrastructure startups. Now, onto the markets. International markets saw mixed moves today. Germany's EWG slipped by 0.6%, with EWJ in Japan dropping 2.85%. FTG led gainers up nearly 1900%, while Lucas GC Limited tumbled 84% as today's biggest loser. France's EWQ decreased 0.8%, and Chile's ECH declined by 1.08%, with China large cap moving only slightly lower. United Kingdom was flat, while Italy and Spain both posted small declines. Netherlands fell further, down 2%, with Belgium nearly unchanged. Australia delivered a solid 4.98% advance for the month but eased 0.6% today. The standout sector, Africa, gained a robust 9.8% for the month despite a day drop of 1.5%. Commodities showed contrasting trends as gold lost 1.7% for the day but surged 8.4% month-over-month. SLV for silver plunged 3.6% on the session, with uranium and lithium showing double-digit monthly advances even as uranium fell 3.6% today. Agriculture indices softened slightly, down around 0.4%, while oil posted a modest daily gain and corn was up 2.8% for the month. Among favorites, Microsoft climbed 0.27% today and gained nearly 20% month-over-month, while Adobe soared 3.6% on the day and 12% over the month. AMD dropped 4.3% for the session. Nvidia moved down 2.3%, and Apple ticked up 1.5%. Oracle retreated 2.6%. In sector performance, the S&P 500 declined 0.7% on the day but finished up 3.4% month-over-month. Healthcare gained 1.6% and finance sectors rose 0.45%. Real estate was down 0.4%. Semiconductors, represented by SOX, dropped nearly 5% for the session. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.